Okay.
Cut.
Cut. Okay. Hi everyone, Julian here. Welcome to the weekly guitar meeting at Siccas Guitars. I hope you are doing well. Last week I couldn't do the weekly guitar meeting since I was on vacation. I was visiting a beautiful place in the USA called Manzanita. It's on the west coast on the Pacific Ocean, and oh my god, what a beautiful place. Just look at these pictures. It was like in heaven. So I would definitely recommend to visit that place. I'm not being paid by any travel agency. It was just so beautiful to have some break of sound and guitars and music, and sometimes silence is also beautiful. And because I couldn't do the weekly guitar meeting last week, today we will going to have 7 or 8 guitars. So it's going to be a very long weekly. I'm confident that you will enjoy all of these guitars. We have some incredible sounding and looking guitars. And I also did an interview with Tamara Stahl, who brought us her new guitar yesterday, and we will start with that guitar. And before we start with the first guitar of this week, I just want to mention one thing. We are being asked many times which kind of strings do we use on our guitars, and we are using the strings by the company Knoblauch. It's the model EDC 34.0 carbon strings, and to be honest, there are so many reasons why we do use this kind of strings. So I have the feeling that these strings give the guitars more power, or it allows the guitar to resonate better and to enhance their overtones. Also in the right hand you can create so many colors, so it reacts so well to your playing. Somehow it allows you to design better your musical ideas, to be more free. And also in the left hand you have a very good grip. A lot of artists who are recording here asked me, oh, what kind of string do you use? They feel so good. If you have the opportunity to test these strings, do it and you will be amazed. So, now let's start. Well, today I have a special guest, Tamara Stahl, who were already at Siccas Guitars in a weekly guitar meeting video a few months ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she builds very beautiful and very good sounding guitars, and today she brought her new guitar. So
yeah, my latest model.
Yeah, so first of all, welcome again to Siccas.
Good to be here again.
Yeah, thank you, our pleasure. And yeah, so this is her new guitar, and it's a little bit different than the other guitar that you brought us a few months ago. Maybe you can say a few words. What did you change?
Well, so first of all, the new model, it's still built in a traditional Spanish style.
Okay, it's not double top, or no, because when I played the first chord on this guitar, it was so loud that I thought, oh, it's a lattice braced or double top guitar, but it's a traditional guitar.
Yeah, that has other reasons. Mm-hmm. It has a Torres inspired bracing. Mm-hmm. The top is Torres inspired, and I have made some new things that are a little more modern, like some modern elements. For example, the guitar has doubled sides.
Ah, okay. Double sides.
So the sides of the guitar, they are doubled, two pieces glued together. And
Indian rosewood and
mahogany is in the inside.
Okay.
And my approach was to build a very stiff body, so that the body resonates the sound, the resonances to the top very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in combination with a quite flexible top, you have a very well responding instrument in the end. That is the tone is quite forward and has quite some force also.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one thing that I changed.
Okay. And this is definitely very forward sounding and also very responsive, but we will hear it in a bit. Mm-hmm.
And also what I changed is the neck of the guitar. It goes through up to the sound hole.
Okay.
And I personally really like that it has some weight in the center of the guitar. So while you play, it's quite well balanced in your hands already, which
Feels
I
more
like.
Balanced.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So the guitar isn't
the
falling
heaviness
down.
is quite in the center of the guitar.
Yeah.
And also that prevents tension from the top of the top of the guitar, since you don't glue the fretboard directly to the top. So you don't have too much tension, and that prevents cracking also, which is quite nice.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Those are the main changes that I did.
And the fingerboard was also in the other guitar elevated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I stick to that since I really like, of course.
Yeah, it's so easy to play in the higher positions, definitely.
Yeah.
And the rosette is also a little bit different, right?
It is.
Or completely
different. Yeah, I wanted to create something that's very elegant and classic. So I wanted to have it like black and white, and the seat row shines a little golden.
Yeah, and I love it if the rosette is black and the top is a very light spruce. It's a very nice contrast.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
I also really like to have a contrast and really see, okay, there's something going on. Yeah.
Very nice. And
I don't know how the next one is gonna look, because I don't want to stick to something yet.
Okay, so you didn't limitate yourself.
No, I won't do that until now, but who knows.
Nice. And it has a Indian rosewood back and sides, and of course spruce top. And I would say let's play a few tones on it and see how the guitar sounds. Wow, what a even and well-balanced sustain. Not usually, but sometimes I play a chord and maybe you hear only one or two notes that have a long sustain, but this is so well-balanced. This is great. And also the color is very... So I think you enjoy your own guitar, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
And that's also what I heard from other people playing it already, that it's very well balanced no matter where you play it.
Okay. So in every position it's the same loudness and overtones. Maybe we try this piece. This is such an enjoyable guitar to play. Congrats.
Thank you.
It feels very comfortable, but as I always say, it's not only because of the shape of the neck, it's also because of the balance of the sound. It gives you always a very comfortable feeling if you are playing a piece.
I think that's very important also for me as a luthier, to create an instrument where you don't have the feeling that it's working against you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. It should support you or support your way of playing. And it was a one take. Usually I need 2 or 3 takes to play a piece without a mistake. So it says that the guitar really supports you if you are as a guitarist. Yeah. Maybe I will play a last, not piece, but a part of a piece, and then we finish the interview. What I noticed also in the higher positions, the guitar is still singing, like, because usually if you play open strings, like E minor chord, of course, every guitar, okay, this is not E minor because of the D, but every guitar is sounding good. But on this one also, in the higher positions, it's singing. This is very interesting. Wow. So once again, congrats.
Thank you so much.
On this beautiful instrument. I'm already looking forward to the other instruments in the coming month.
Yeah, they will definitely come.
Is there anything you want to say or just goodbye?
Yeah, thank you for having me again, of course.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here and to hear my guitars being played. Hope
to see you soon.
Yeah.
And this guitar, made by Stephen Connor from the USA, is one of the highlights for me personally this year. It sounds just so good, and you will hear why. This guitar is from 2022. This model is called Collage. It has the number 453. You have an arm set, you have a beautiful rosette, or let's say rosettes, because there are a lot of different masters in the rosette of this guitar, and the colors are so beautiful, and it has also a very nice contrast to the guitar top.
Oh, alles gut?
Ja, ja.
Brauchst du Hilfe?
Ne?
Bist du jetzt bei der Aufnahme?
Ja, ja.
Das ist toll eigentlich.
Ja.
Sehr gut, oder?
Du störst.
Ja.
Say a few words about this guitar.
Amazing.
Amazing, right? I am so impressed by this one.
This is the decoration. 1 second, guys. 1 second. The rosette, like this colorful, how you call it? This is outside lining and inside, inspired by the artist Otto Freundlich.
Oh.
If you see the Otto Freundlich painting, then you will directly notice the color combination.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Of course, that's why I'm here.
Thanks for telling me.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later. Yeah, and if you need more information about the details of this guitar and also the other guitars, you can go on our website and you will find a lot of information. This guitar is lattice braced. It has a lattice braced cedar top and Indian rosewood back and sides. Enough talking, let's see how it sounds. First of all, this is one of the loudest guitars I've ever played, but it's not only loud, it sounds very well balanced. If you are playing a chord, it's so even, and there are no single notes which are louder than the others, and this gives you also a very comfortable feeling when you feel the whole resonance of the guitar, and it's a beautiful experience to play on this guitar. Wow. Wow, this guitar combines loudness and beauty together. Somehow this guitar has everything. It has also such a soft but fast response. The guitar supports your playing. This is a very important point for artists, because if a guitar is staying in your way and you have to try to get some sound out of the guitar and you have to try hard, it's not the point of a good guitar. I personally think that. And yeah, so fantastic sounding guitar by Stephan from 2022. And let's move to the next guitar. The next guitar is made by the German guitar luthier Stefan Nitschke, a very popular guitar luthier who is building fantastic guitars, different models, and very skillful guitar luthier, and you can see it on this guitar. This is a brand new one from 2023, and this model is called La Alondra. And this guitar is of course traditionally built, and we have a spruce top and bird's eye maple back and sides. It's a very light guitar, and let's see how it sounds. This guitar has a very intimate sound. It reminds me somehow a little bit of Romanius guitars, which have a very calmed, I will mention it like that. It has a very calm sound, but very beautiful and very good in tone quality. And it's the same with this guitar. Let's play more on it. It has also a very singing first string. Beautiful. Yeah, as you can hear, this guitar has a very well-balanced sound, and it's also important to mention that this is not a guitar for guitarists who prefer a very powerful guitar and loud guitar, because it's not loud. This guitar is sounding very traditional, so it has a very intimate sound, and you have to try to put your own personality in this guitar. But if you do that, you can get a very beautiful sound. So the quality of the tone is really good. And yeah, so congrats to Stephan Nitschke for this beautiful instrument. So let's move to the next one. This guitar is made by one of my favorite guitar luthiers from Canada, Daryl Perry. I was also amazed by the last guitar of Daryl Perry, what we had at Siccas Guitars, which is already sold, I think. And this one is a brand new one from 2023, and it has the number 252. And this guitar has a spruce top and Indian rosewood back and sides. Very beautiful guitar, very simple but very fine build. And let's see how the guitar performs. Wow, this one has, first of all, a very good sustain. This is the first thing what I noticed, and it's very even. So it's like you can hear all the overtones which are at the same level of the loudness. And the beauty of the tone is wow, I'm very impressed. Somehow this guitar, for me personally, combines some characteristic of that Nitschke guitar and some characteristic of the Conner guitar. It sounds very sweet. It has a more traditional sound, but it's still very forward going and it resonates very well. So it's quite loud, and yeah, let's play more on it. Such an elegant tone. Wow, it's a joy to play this guitar by Daryl Perry, brand new from 2023, and yeah, I love it. And let's move to the next guitar. This guitar is made by the very experienced German guitar luthier Mario Gropp, and this guitar is from 2022. This model is called Onda-Créa, And yeah, it has a spruce top and very beautiful Madagascar rosewood back and sides. And it also has a very interesting kind of bracing, but it's a traditionally built guitar. You have also some beautiful details on the guitar head, and yeah, I'm very curious about the sound because I think it's the second time that I'm playing a Mario Gropp guitar, and yeah, let's see how the guitar sounds. Oh, very good and long sustain. So for me, it has a very natural sound. Yeah, so for me, it's, I think, probably the most natural sounding guitar of this week. It has also a great sustain, as I already said. Wow. And one detail what I still have to mention is the elevated fingerboard. But it's not that high, but it's still elevated, and yeah, it helps you a lot if you are playing melodies in the higher positions. But let's discover more on this guitar. Well, I think the most obvious characteristic of this guitar are the long sustain and the natural sound. And it's very pleasant to the ears. I'm very curious what you say about the sound of this guitar. And yeah, let's move to the next one. We have still two guitars. The next guitar is coming from the company Hermanos Camps. And Hermanos Camps company are building different guitar models also for the entry level, and this guitar model is more for the professional guitarists, so it belongs to the higher guitar series of this company. And this one is the CL20C model with a cedar top and wow, beautiful Madagascar ebony. Let's see how the guitar performs. what a great sustain. I'm very surprised because this guitar is doing a really great job for its price tag, but I still have to play more on it. So I think this guitar is really doing a great job, as I already said, for its price tag. Somehow you have everything. So it reminds me a little bit of the beginning of my classical guitar studying in the university. And yeah, it's a guitar that could support you at the beginning of your professional musical career. And yeah, please also let me know what you think about the sound of this guitar. If you hear a big difference between this one and the other guitars, or if it's at the same level. I'm very curious. And let's move to the last guitar of this week. And the last guitar of this week is, first of all, a very beautiful guitar. It's a Torres model made by Wolfgang Jellinghaus. The model is called exactly, now I will need help, Torres FE17RT. And we have also a Tornavus in the guitar hole. This is, of course, a new guitar, but it looks a little bit like a vintage guitar, aged guitar. And so that's the design of the guitar. It's a Torres model. We have a spruce top and maple. Wow, it's a beautiful maple back and sides with some very nice decorations. And of course it's very light. What a sweet sound, wow. So this guitar won't blow you away in terms of loudness, but it has a very forward going sound like the most of the Torres guitars, and it has also a great sustain, which leads to a forward going sound, of course. Beautiful. Also great balance. So very even in the overtones and also in the loudness. And it also feels very comfortable to play. I'm very curious about your opinion, as usual, because it helps us a lot to also understand what kind of guitars you like more, and yeah, it's very important to us. And it was also the last guitar of this week. I hope you enjoyed this week's weekly guitar meeting with 7 guitars, and I wish you a happy weekend and see you in a week. Bye.